them copyright notices because I'm listening to music and I don't give a shit, man. Welcome back to another one of these. We're just gonna get things fired up here. Let's see if the YouTube chat actually works. Let's try. Let's see. Didn't work last time. Huh? Huh? Wait, it might work. Hold on. Does this require a different authorization? Let's try it. So if you're just joining, just bear with us a moment here while I get things set up. Did that even do anything? There we go. Just let the window fire up there. Okay. See if I can remember my Google password. It's like one of your most important passwords, and you're almost never asked for it, so. I think it's this. I think it's that. No, it wasn't that. Maybe it's lowercase. It looks like it might have worked. Yep. Good old XSplit. Trying to control my life. Alright. What? Why did it disappear? I just Why? Why did it do that? Hey, what's up, Board Game Maelstrom? Oh, hey, Congo. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna fire up Twitch. So, I'm just trying to get the YouTube chat here to work. Hey, Dave. Give that a minute. Looks like we're good to go. I'm gonna change the messages to black, I guess. Yeah. Do that. It's so small. I can't read it. Hold on. Whoa. Yeah, that is small. 1 second, guys. I'll swap with Twitch Fire. Oh, thanks, guys. What are you painting, Board Game Maelstrom? There we go. There we go. Now we can. Okay. And now let's fire up the Twitch side. I appreciate you guys tuning in on Twitch. I know it's kind of a hassle right now. We're gonna talk about that actually a little bit tonight, because why the hell not? So we're gonna fire up the Twitch. Alright. Once again, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Play It Painted Live. Let us know what you're painting or what you should be painting. Welcome to our Twitch folks. We are gonna attempt a simulcast tonight. Hopefully it's not too choppy. Let me know if the video's too bad. Unfortunately, if it is, I'm gonna have to drop one or the other, and it's gonna come down to wherever the views are going. Just being real, man. Alright. Shadespire. Sepulchre Guard. Okay, cool. Cool. I was painting, but black paint is on E. That's a bummer. Dave's working on Massive Darkness. Tonight, I'm working on more Rail Raiders stuff, so we're working on the heroes now. What is the name of this lady? Her name was Pearl Heart. How come her name is Pearl? How come she doesn't have a white Well, I guess a white dress is a little inappropriate given her occupation. Anyway. I'm going to turn on the Twitch chat is up, so if you guys are going to leave any comments on Twitch, you feel free to do so. Alrighty, let's get to it. So I'm going to have to paint a bunch of chibi eyes. So the first half of this video might actually just be my hands like this, crunched on something. And for that, I apologize. But gotta do, right? That's how you gotta do it. So we're gonna put some armor wash in there. Let me get my wet palette. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday evening. Or Sunday morning, or wherever you hail from. It's a Saturday, quiet Saturday evening for myself, personally. The little guys went to bed. It's a late night for them. They've been running some late nights. And hopefully that's going to change because Mama's going back to teaching this week. And as some of you guys know, I won't be there to help her this first week because I'm going to be over in the Philippines in 2 days. Actually 4 if you count the travel. Oh, thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. I do need the Twitch views. Trying to get over to that affiliate level. I think that's what that's called, right? No. Before we do this, we are gonna repair Candy's eyes from yesterday. I think I may just flat out redo them. I might as well. I mean, I've got a good template here for her eyes, but I might as well redo them. No, that eye looks basically perfect, but let's redo it. Get a little outline there. Twitch mobile app is garbage. Hey, what's up, Mark? Oh, hi, Mark. I don't think I know how to use Twitch. I know, neither did I. Did not know how to use Twitch, but I've learned recently. Twitch has become, we'll say, more enticing to me lately. And not because of like the, you know, the whole, you know, you can get little tips and donations and stuff on Twitch. Not for that reason, actually. It's just a better format for what I do. And YouTube has been kind of on my nerves. Oh, hi, did not. Did not. Okay. It's a cleaner layout too. It does. I think there's strengths and weaknesses to both. My main issue with Twitch in the early going was like, you know, it would stream for 2-3 hour segments and then it would all be gone. You know, the minute you log off, and you're like, well, how are you supposed to get more people to watch your channel if they can't view your past content, right? So it was a little bit of a struggle to get to the point where Twitch keeps some of your videos. You broke your little toe. Ugh. That's painful. My wife, she broke her toe. She's still walking, hobbling around on a broken toe. Let's see how It's a whole other conversation going on. Sorry, guys. Whoa. How'd you break your toe, Dave? Oh, it's a shade of purple. Kickstarted Rail Raiders and haven't even started painting it. I did not kickstart Rail Raiders, and I actually won this by donating to another person's Extra Life campaign. That was pretty cool. By the time Rail Raiders the Kickstarter had come out, I was a little burned out on the chibi. And the amount of chibi stuff I have these days, it's very easy for me to burn out on chibi now. But I still love it. I do. I still really enjoy chibi. It's just, you know, I gotta do it in doses. I like Ninja All Stars. I like playing Ninja All Stars. Again, I just wanna play it, walk away for a little bit, and come back and play it some more. Yeah, I've been pretty fortunate with the chibi. I've been able to stay on top of painting, you know, what I need to paint. That said, I still have a handful of Ninja All Stars Ronin stuff to finish, in addition to this stuff. But you know, this is a very small game. Like once the Lawbots are done, right? So it's really just paint these guys, and then I'm in good shape. At least for the foreseeable future. I can go start to pick up some of the other miniatures if I end up really liking the game. I can pick up the other minis that I missed in the Kickstarter. The other thing I know though about this game is if I do really like it and I missed out on the Kickstarter, you know, there's people that will burn out on this game pretty quick, so they can sell me their Kickstarter stuff. It might be okay for me. I understand a lot of board gamers don't like Ninja Division games because they're not... Ninja Division games don't... I don't know. They just don't scratch the kind of itches that your typical board game crowd has. Board gamers are looking for different types of gameplay. They're looking for often tighter rule sets. These games are really weird because they tend to be, in my opinion, Soda Pop games, Ninja Division games, really should be like Beer and Pretzel games. But they're confused. They don't know. Oh, thanks, Congo, for the Twitch comment. Yeah, I feel like Ninja Division hasn't decided whether or not they're making serious board games with tight, clear rule sets, or if they're making mainly kind of Beer and Pretzel type games where, you know, if you have these in-depth questions about the games, then it's probably not the spirit of the game, if you get my drift. But then again, you don't see too many companies claim that. You know, it's a weird thing. Like, you don't see too many companies just come out and say, look, we're not here to make the next, you know, we're not going to make Scythe. We're not going to make the next Pandemic Legacy. We're just trying to make cool chibis and like fun games where you just chuck dice at stuff and not sweat it too much. You know, I think it would help Ninja Division quite a bit if they came out and just said that. But at the same time, I know it's kind of tough because, you know, you have game designers and you want to tell your game designers, hey, like, make the best game you can make, right? Make a good, entertaining game. And I don't know that that's the best message that you tell those guys, you know. Let's see. Going into my room, paint room into the dark, my Zombicide game is mad at me for playing and painting Massive Darkness. So being a metal carrying case, it jumped out in front of me. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. My toe matched his hat. Oh, that's Huckleberry, huh? Yikes. Sorry to hear that, Dave. Hope that recovers quickly. My wife's toe has been seriously hurt here for the past week and a half. I mean, it happened like the second or third day she went out on Christmas break, and she's just been hobbling around on it the whole time. And I feel bad. I feel like it sort of ruined her vacation. You know, I mean, to the point where I was even like wondering, like, should I still go to the Philippines? Like, should I leave her here? It's on her right foot. Can she drive a car? You know, that type of stuff. But she says it's fine. I don't know. I have to believe her. Oh, small if you don't have the Kickstarter. Oh, hey, what's up, Tori? Welcome to the feed. I'm redoing some candy here. Seemed kind of dumb, but I just didn't like... I finished her the other day, and I did not like... I just didn't like the skin on her face. It just wasn't correct. I don't know, maybe I over-thinned it. Probably did, but I just didn't like it. So basically, gonna repaint a bunch of parts on her. Actually, these guys here with the masks, especially Cactus Zack here, difficult to paint his one eye. I can only assume they call him Cactus Zack because he lost his other eye to a cactus. Gonna try to have Massive Darkness finished before you get back, dude. That's quite a goal. I wish you the best, man. I hope it works out. I think that would be quite an accomplishment if you did get Massive Darkness finished. I finished most of my packing today. Still a few just little odds and ends and stuff that I need to put away. I'm really kind of like sweating the whole 15 pounds requirement. You never really realize how hard it is to just pack to a specific weight, and especially 15 pounds is not much at all, you know. Consider that most carry-on bags alone are in the 6 to 7 pound range. If you're talking a rollerboard, it's like 6 or 7 pounds. It's like half your, you know, that's half your allowance right there before you've put anything in your bag. And then I didn't put any shoes in my bag. And I basically I packed what I considered to be fairly light. And still, you know, I'm right there on that edge. Like, who the hell, 15 pounds really isn't much at all. I'm tired of painting dwarves in massive darkness. Yeah, I've never really been a dwarf guy myself. So like, you know, with all the GW stuff and anytime you had fantasy games, I would almost never play dwarves. I would always play elves and humans basically. And then if I had to play, you know, the dark side or whatever, I would play dark elves, or chaos or something, but I almost never played dwarves. Orcs I would play. God, I'm so tempted to clip that card off and just leave that middle finger up there like that. Hey, what's up, Albert? I tried... Oh, hey, what's up, Chris Vex? Yeah, yeah, I leave for Philippines in a couple days, so... tried the pill bottle paint handle, didn't like it, so I may look around for another one. How do you feel about these, the shot glasses? These are great for me, just because, I mean, they're not as comfortable as, this is the, oh, where is it? I like these style. I like these. This is really comfortable for me. The corks are nice. If you want to use a cork, that's also really comfortable. But this one's my favorite. The shot glasses work great just because I've had to do so much batch painting lately. I've never tried one of those like fancy those holders that they make now that are specifically for miniature painting. That have the little, they have that finger rest. You see how my finger has to sit here on top of the mini? They have that like finger rest that hangs over the mini. I was like, that's kind of cool. Problem is, the kind of volumes I do, I would need a shit ton of those. And I don't want to spend that kind of money. And then you can drink after. The Orc Army in Shadespire sucked with the yellow armor. I'm so used to painting yellow though from Eldar and even High Elves and stuff. I always have a yellow faction whenever I play a game. I've noticed that. I always pick, oh, that's yellow, I like them. Like bright yellow or white. Even in Guild Ball, I play a Mason's team, and I figured out how to make them more white armor than, you know, instead of like the steel armor that the studio versions have, I did like a carved marble style armor. I haven't tried shot glasses yet, but I may try the pill bottle. Didn't work for me. Oh, the yellow? To keep it clean? Yeah, that's tough. You know, before I really got into airbrushing, my trick for yellow to keep it clean was actually to finish it off with yellow ink. Yellow inks are fantastic. So that's what I did. And you can get a nice clean finish doing something like that. If I start getting too bored or tired, I'll probably settle in and focus on one or two of these to finish. this brush has seen better days. Multiple thin layers. Never used inks. Yeah, you know, inks have only recently, I'm starting to see more and more people use inks, and I've used inks for a very long time, and I swear by them. Love inks. And I always kind of scratch my head. I'm like, why are more people using inks? They're fantastic. You know, once you figure out what an ink can really do and how to properly handle it, inks are just so damn good. When you get them, you can have, well, there's lots of, there are a few lines that carry inks. You know, Vallejo has inks, like Vallejo, you can get these like game ink. Also, P3 has inks. Their Armor Wash and Flesh Wash, they have a bunch of other inks too, like this is a red ink. I think Scale 75 also has a set of inks. Inks are fantastic. The only thing, I think one of the things that scares people about inks though is that they are so potent that if you don't know what you're doing and you make a mistake with ink, it can be very hard to correct. With that said, like one of my favorite things to do with ink, instead of using a wash, and I almost do it on everything now to get specific effects, but like instead of using a wash, one thing you might do with an ink is you can mix an ink with a glaze medium. What's up, Canvas? Welcome to the stream. Whoa. The things just got really choppy on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what happened. But yeah, you can mix it with some glaze medium, and that's a really nice, potent way to make a wash, but it's a wash that controls a lot better and is more vibrant. So one of my favorite techniques currently is I'll color block a model with with the airbrush, and then when you do airbrushing, you know, it tends to leave the model kind of flat and sometimes powdery, sometimes, like, for lack of a better term, ashy looking. I always say that I did the skin and it looks ashy looking, right? So one of the things I do is I'll block and highlight a model with an airbrush, and I'll go lighter than my intended final look, right? It's going to look lighter and a little more desaturated. And once that, you know, after I'm done airbrushing it, I'll come back and I'll wash it. And I'll wash it with an ink glaze, and that restores a lot of the, it restores kind of the depth of the color without taking away too much of the work that you did with the airbrush. Alright. Man, yeah, my brush is really jacked up here. I'm trying to make the best out of it. Alright. So now I'm going to do some, I'm going to paint some of the eye colors in. So Candy kind of has like a cola colored her eyes. That's not quite the color I want. This is a good color. This mud brown is a good color. Thanks for the tips. Yeah, no problem, man. I am also always trying to get better. AP makes, oh, I've seen Army Painter washes in the store. I've never seen any of their inks. I'm not saying that I'm not like disputing you or anything. I've never, I'm curious. I wonder if those are any good. I used a couple of Army Painter washes. There was a time where, you know, GW was making it harder and harder to get their washes. So I switched over to Army Painter washes for a while. And then the GW stuff came back. And by the time the GW stuff came back, I was using a mix of Army Painter washes and more ink glazes, that kind of stuff. Let's give Geronimo these kind of cola covered eyes too. Okay, have you tried mixing brown ink with dark tone? It makes awesome leather effects. I do actually. That's I do brown ink with like, I'll go like 4:1 and like a single drop of black ink in there, and it makes like an umber tone, which is pretty cool. So if you're just joining us, welcome to Play It Painted Live. Let us know what you're painting or what you should be painting. Tonight we're working on some Rail Raiders. How does one properly use an ink? It's, yeah. It's mainly about understanding, you know, what situations are best for inks and what your expectations should be regarding how the ink's gonna dry, and you know, basically just how to handle inks and what to expect. That's all I'm saying. Aw, man, I should have made her eye blue. I don't want her to have blue eyes. No. Alright, let's fix that. I don't want her to have blue eyes. If you want a reddish leather mix, dark tone with flesh wash. Oh, cool. Thanks for the tip. I imagine that would look pretty damn good. Okay, we're just gonna cover that up with a little bit of white. I don't need it to hide entirely. I don't want, I didn't want her one eye to be blue. Okay. You know who can have blue eyes? The kid can have blue eyes. post the pic on my Facebook page. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, we'll have the kid will have blue eyes. Do you always outline the eyes with black? I'm fairly new to chibi. In general, I do, yeah. I don't suppose you have to, but it's just my general how I approach it. Oh, made a mistake there with the blue. I just like to have that definitive outline there, and then you just cut against it with when you do the skin. Right, you just... Man, this is quite a tight little angle here. Alright, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to paint it sideways. Okay. Somebody else should have blue eyes. Maybe Huckleberry. Thanks. Thanks, board game Maelstrom. Yeah, Huckleberry can have blue eyes. Chibi is not that bad. You just really just gotta get used to painting the eyes. And then deciding what style you like for the eyes. Who needs eyes? Cactus Zack? Wow, don't do it, Cactus Zack. Cactus Zack and Josie need eyes. So I'm gonna pick some green. My greens always feel like they're lacking. I always feel like I'm out of green. Or I'm out of the green colors that I like. That's an intense green. I think I want a lighter green. Let's add a little of this scorpion green to it. And that'll give me something closer to what I want. Did you get the eyes right on Chibi? The rest of this is just cake, really. You just want the eyes, you need to get the eyes right. And, and the skin should be fairly smooth. That's the other trick too, because they have such rounded features. Ooh. I mean, his name is Cactus Zack, so why wouldn't he have green eyes, right? Or green eye, I should say. You need an eye tutorial? Well, I am painting eyes right now, so... So yeah, what I normally do is... Oh gosh. Hold on, I'm already screwing up my eye tutorial. So I kind of tackle eyes a little bit differently than most other painters that I see. The majority of painters I see paint the base colors in for the face, and then they come back and do the eyes later. And I think that's because for some of them, and for most of the models, the miniatures in the 25, we'll call it the 15 to 30 range, we'll just say. Most of the time the eyes aren't very prominent, right? You can have like really tiny eyes on a model like Emma Frost here, right? I don't even know if she's in focus or not. So there's not a whole lot you can do to her eyes. So a lot of times the painters they'll paint the skin in, and then they'll just come back in, and they may leave a little wash in the eyes, or they may just paint, a little bit of a darker brown in there, and that's fine. If you want to do that, that's fine too. That's not me. I don't do that. So I go through and I do the process of painting the eyes. And what I do is I typically paint the eyes before I paint the skin on the face. So that's a little bit different than how I've seen a bunch of people do it. And in this case, the only reason why I'm painting the eyes in after the skin, even though the skin's not done on this model, is because I had to airbrush it first, right? I had to airbrush the skin and block the color of the skin that way. But if I wasn't airbrushing the skin, I would definitely paint the eyes first. So typically, you would paint the entire orbit black, or black gray. I really like black gray or charcoal. I don't really like to use a full black. Like, I almost never use actual black for painting anything other than, say, the rim of the base. Right? So you get the outline done. You can do that with black gray, or you can use armor wash. Armor wash is also quite nice, just for doing that. So then you paint then you're gonna paint the main color of the eye in, and that's gonna take up. Oh, thanks, Dave. That should take up at least 60 to 75% of the total area of the eye should be the color, right? Now here's the actual anime part of this. So I'm going to take some black gray, and we're going to dot the center of all of these pupils. And it's going to be a somewhat small dot. I guess I could show you here on Candy. Right, and you just want this black dot to just sit as close to the dead center of that pupil as possible. Right? And you want to try to keep it round. Keeping it round is a big deal. Or you can either keep it round, or you can make it kind of elongated towards the bottom of the mini. I've seen it done that way too. I usually just like to put a dot in. Right? So now she has this kind of dead behind the eyes look. We're gonna fix that in a minute, okay? Because I'm gonna just dot everybody else's eye. Okay. And cactus sack. Whoop. Messed up. Just got a little fleck there that I do not want. not unlike myself. What was that? Do you mean the screw up or the fleck? Oh, are you talking about the dead behind the eyes? We can call that the last year of my Malifaux henching. Was dead behind the eyes. Alright. Okay. And then finally, Der Kid. Oh man, I'm just, those hats just in the way, man. Alright. Should I crack open another cold one? Yes. Of course, it's Saturday somewhere, and Saturday for the bros. That's right. Crack open another one. I'll drink with you if you want to. Just let me finish the eyes first. Or at least, yeah. Let me finish the eyes first. I'll have a drink with you. For sure. Far be it from me to let one of my viewers drink alone. Yeah, this is gonna be difficult. I just popped them off the... I think my kid here is a little... Or the kid, sorry. There we go. Alright. So now here's the final anime part. You'll get wine. Okay. Good. See, now we're not drinking alone. Ooh, wine. Woo. I can't drink that stuff anymore. I was a wine snob for about 30 seconds of my life, and I just did not like the aftermath of wine. Okay, so now let's do the final anime part, right? And this is these grapefruit IPA tastes like IPA because IPA tastes like grapefruit. All right, so now that you have her dead behind the eyes, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick a spot to put the light, right? This is the important part. So you know, a lot of times I picture the light kind of coming in. Oh man, I need to be left-handed for this. I picture the light coming in from this side, right? So I'm gonna paint a white dot on both eyes, and they have to match, so that and that's going to give you that final lighted appearance. Now there's a few different ways you can do this. Some guys paint two dots, like a big dot and a little dot, which is kind of cool. I'm a one dot guy because I'm lazy, but in my opinion, the one dot looks just as good. Okay, so here we go. Let me show you how this works. So what you do is you want that white dot to connect the color, the main color of the eye, with the black dot in the middle. They should actually be touching, so your white dot needs to be touching both. And it's got to sit on the same side of this. Alright? And you want your white dots on each eye to be the same size. And it's okay if this white dot's bigger than the black dot. Don't sweat that. You just don't want it to extend past the main color of the eye, because then it'll just run into the whites of the eye, and you don't want to do that. Okay. So now you should be able to see that. You do the 2 dots. 1 dot is fine for me. I think 1 dot is good. It just depends on how big you make those pupils and, you know, what final look you're good with. Because I even do it on these eyes, and you're not really supposed to do it on these eyes. I'm not drunk yet, I promise. Yeah, don't worry about it, mate. If you get drunk, you get drunk. No biggie. But I'll have one for you anyways. I'll have one with you guys. Because when Jose tunes in, we're going to have one with Jose. Alright? If Jose tunes in. I think he will, though. Use a flat palette. I use a wet palette. I use a... I'll show you what I use here in a minute. Don't forget to let yourself breathe when you're doing this too. A lot of people hold their breath when they're doing this kind of stuff. Which I get why, because you're concentrating really hard and all that good stuff, but just let yourself breathe, it'll be fine. Can't really see the kid's eyes. Hold my breath. I do. Oh, yeah, you hold your breath. Yeah, I do it. I do that sometimes, and I catch myself doing it. I'm like, "What are you doing, dude? You're gonna pass out. You're gonna faint. Don't faint. Don't die." Already got his eye. Hold on, it's not prominent enough though. There we go. Now it's believable. Okay. I use a tile because I'm cheap. Using the acrylic square. Tiles are nice. They're 50 cents a piece. You go to Home Depot. Oh shoot. See, in that case, in case of Huckleberry, I did not leave enough of the black showing on this eye, so let me repair that real quick. Also, the bottom did not. There we go. I need to close off the eye. There we go. Still looks a little weird. Still looks a little weird. Whatever. He's just odd looking, okay? He still looks dead behind the eyes. I'll use a paint scraper. Alright, let me show you guys what I use here. And then I'll have a drink with, oops. I'll have a drink with Congo. that black still is not prominent enough on Josie, because she also looks dead behind the eye. So I do this. There we go. Okay. Alright. So let me show you guys the cheap wet palette. Like, you can get a nice stay wet palette. They're not terribly expensive. But here's what I do. Alright, go to like the dollar store and get yourself a baking tin, right? Any kind of baking tin is fine. Whatever kind of shallow baking tin you want, right? So this is just one of those aluminum baking tins. You can usually get them in a pack of like 3 or 4 for a whole $5 or something like that, right? Then you go to Home Depot. Well, before you leave the Big Lots or the dollar store or whatever, go buy a roll of parchment paper. You need it anyways, no matter what palette you use. Then you're gonna go to Home Depot and you're gonna get this orange. It's like an orange chamois, or it's like a super absorbent orange towel, right? They're stupidly cheap. I think at Home Depot they're $3, and you get a big, almost a full 24 by 24 inch square towel. You can cut that towel into 6 or 8 of these, and I do this for my paint day that I host over at the LGS. Is I'll make a bunch of these. It costs me, it's like $12 out of pocket, right? And I can make like 5 or 6 of these, no problem. And I do that for our paint days, and everybody has a wet palette, and they can borrow my paints, and my paints will keep. They don't have to keep squeezing paint out of my bottles. So it saves me money. It saves me paint. I end up just using it instead of my actual wet palette, just because it's just so easy. Like, I'm just gonna throw it away when it's done. It doesn't, like, I keep these for usually 3 or 4 months, and I can just throw it away and just get another one. But that's all you really need. I mean, that's about the cheap. That's a very cheap wet palette. It's really good too. I notice it's at least as good as the Stay Wet, the plastic one that I have. I saw that wet palette that they were kickstarting. That French one that was like $35 for a wet palette, and I was like, what the hell? Who the hell needs that? All right. So, oh. Dude, almost left Congo hanging. Alright. Still got some of the good stuff left, Congo. Do you cover... Oh, yeah. That's actually the best part. Is you buy these, like, the baking tin things, right? And you have like this, a clear cover. It comes with a clear cover, and you just pop that over it, and you're good. Alright. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. That's a pretty key component. Otherwise, you would just go out and buy any kind of regular baking tin. Alrighty, sir. What's up, Blade Wolf? Welcome to the feed. Alright. So, Yageki Moo, in case everyone's wondering what I'm drinking tonight. Wonderful. Still my favorite brand. Absolutely love this sake. Alright, kanpai, Congo. It's so good. Sorry, I had to do that in 2 shots. I poured myself quite a bit. Hold on. Oh, it's so good. It's so good when you hit your... Oh, just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. So I kind of like her skin, but I kind of don't. It's got some good features to it. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's make let's make a little glaze to it, and let's do like a rosy skin color, right? So let's try to dial this in. Okay, so now, rah. Worst part of my show, also the best part of my show, is listening to me fumble for my paints. Okay, so we're gonna make a glaze, or actually almost like a wash. Oh, you finished mix. Awesome. Post a pic, dude. I want to share it. So we're gonna use some sunburned flesh, and we're gonna mix that with some glaze medium and a little bit of flow improver. Okay. Uh-oh, my YouTube chat just died on me. Why did it do that? There it goes. Whoa. That thing is just really weird. Alright. You actually enjoy playing Hunter. It's cool. Okay. And I'm going to switch to a bigger brush here. Just not that much bigger, just slightly bigger. Well, that's much bigger. Hold on. Hold on. That's not bad. I hope this one's not terrible. Let's try it. As long as it holds the point. Alright. I think I need to go thinner than that. I'm gonna add a little more glaze medium. I should show you my sepulchre garden so you can critique it. That would be cool. I'm not a critiquer. I'm not much for critiquing though, if I'm being totally honest. I love looking at people's stuff, and I'm absolutely overjoyed to see it, but my feedback is, I don't know, I'm usually just really happy that someone shared something with me. But I'll, you know, I can maybe point out something that's like, oh hey, if you want to do this, try this, or something like that. So we're kind of using this as a wash. That's quite nice. It's actually kind of bringing the skin, like, some warmth to it. But yeah, if you want to, Board Game Maelstrom, you can send it over to my Facebook page, Play It Painted, on Facebook, and I'll have a look at it. Thank you, sir. Got called a Nazi because I said I didn't care enough for gender stuff. Every time I'm at work, when they ask me for something, I just say, "Ja, wall Kommandant." Okay. Let's do that to candy. Let's use this. Okay, no problem. get this washed down. It's actually nice Uncanny. It's giving her a lot more color back. That's where I put the troll with the leather make with the flesh tone and the dark tone. Alrighty, sir. Let me get this washed down, and then I'll have a look at your guys' stuff. If I was better at this, like Twitch stuff, I think there's a quick way for me to share that kind of stuff on screen. But you know, I'm not good at this stuff. Just hang out and paint, man. Let me ask you guys an honest opinion on something, since we're critiquing and doing all that kind of stuff. So next week I'm gonna be in the Philippines, and I won't be able to paint on stream for obvious reasons. I'm not taking any of my paints or anything like that. But I still really like hanging out. And so what I'm thinking of doing, and this is a big if, but if I have a reasonable Wi-Fi connection somewhere, thinking like maybe I'll set up just like you know, 1 hour Q&A or 1 hour even like hangout. You guys can pop in, we'll just you know, BS for a few. Let me know if you think you'd be interested in doing something like that, or if I should just skip it and, you know, stick to enjoying my vacation. Up to you guys. Lol, no, just eat food. Okay. I appreciate the honesty. You want to, yeah, that's cool. We can skip it. You should enjoy yourself. Yeah, just to hang out. You know, if I have, you know, the way I figure it, like, I'll probably have, you know, times during the evening, or actually in the morning. It would be morning time for me. It'd be evening time for you guys. Where I'm not really doing anything, just kind of waiting for the day to get started. And since I'm 13 hours ahead or whatever, I'll just turn on the camera, we'll hang out for a bit. You guys can, you know, we can talk about whatever the hell you guys want. Maybe I'll go watch a movie while I'm over there and piss and moan over some movie. Whatever. But if you do get lonely, we jump on and chat. Yeah, okay. But, you know, again, I was just sort of offering it if you guys did want to hang out. If not, don't worry about it, dude. Don't sweat it. I can always video call my wife and my little boys, and I love doing that. But I was offering it for you guys too, if you guys were interested. I do really appreciate the sentiment to enjoy my vacation, though, and I will do my best to enjoy it. I'm pretty sure I will. I'm, you know, sad about being away from my family and all that, but I think overall I'm still gonna enjoy myself. We can go a week without your ranting, see? Okay. It is settled then. Thank you guys. I really appreciate your honesty there. Alright. If you miss us again. I think I'll be in I'll be in Makati City, so I should have good access to all of my internet stuff, so I don't think I'll be missing much. Yeah, that actually worked out well, that little glaze there, just to bring their skin back. I'm gonna have to cut a little bit better around the kid's eyes here because he's looking a little too emo. Hang out so I can ruin your vacay. Okay, so it's like 5 votes for no and 1 vote for come back so I can ruin your life. Alright. So now we're gonna do kind of a healthy highlight to the skin. If I can find it. I also need a little bit of red for a lipstick on the ladies. And a little bit of purple. I'm going to do a little bit of eyeshadow as well, especially on the ladies that are winking. Ooh, when did I get that color? That's a cool color. Fortunately, that's not what I'm looking for. Ah, man. I know it's here. What's that? That's not the right color. Woo! Maybe we should just do tanned highlight? I'm good with that. Oh, you're out, Albert. Thanks. Have a good night, Albert. Thanks for tuning in, man. Catch you on the next time. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I should actually point out, too. My kids actually aren't going to the Philippines with me. This is, they're really small, and this was sort of a last-second decision to, for me to go and support my dad when because he's getting married. So this is a really quick trip. This is just me going over there, spending a few days to get settled in, and then attending his wedding and standing up there with him, being his best man. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that aspect. It's good to see my dad happy, and the lady that he's marrying is really nice. So I'm very happy for him. Where is? There we go. So I'm gonna make another like really thin glaze with the tanned highlight this time. The blue cloak is awesome. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about Maelstrom. Let's go have a look at that. 1 second. Before I forget, I'm just going to mix a couple of drops of the color that I want in there. And a little Stormtrooper. Yeah, let's go have a look. There's the Dark God on this stream. You count as 10 votes. Alright. Let's have a look. Always takes a little bit for this to load. Oh yeah, that is a really cool blue cloak. I like it. Oh yeah, I like it. The blue cloak really does stand out there, and I like the kind of weathered appearance you've given the armor, and the effect on the spear is really nice. Very cool. Oh, and I'm looking at Dave's. I want to say that's a troll. It looks like a Krampus to me, but I love it. I like it quite a bit. I really like the horns. The effects on the horns are nice, and the club is really good too. Skin looks pretty good. I would say, like, did you wash the skin? Because you might consider just a really thin wash just to kind of ease the transition between the shadows and the highlights of the skin. Looks fantastic though, it really does. You guys doing great. Looks good. It's righteous, brother. Just kidding. We don't talk like that. Yeah, you can get unfavorable lighting, or sometimes you can get lighting that's too forgiving. Like right now, one of my issues with this is, oh shoot, hold on. Like on stream, sometimes this stuff looks amazing, and I'm looking at it here in real life, whoop, I'm going, that was not very good. It looks good on camera, you know? And you're like, but it doesn't look really good when you got her in front of you. And what's more important, right? Alright, so I'm going to cut a tighter edge around the kid's eyes because I don't want him to be so emo. There we go. Just a little less emo. He's still kind of emo. Okay. Josie too, her eyes. Need to clean up that area around her eyes too. There are 7 in the army. He's the only one with this blue. 3 different colors on the others, 2 colors each. Okay. That is a really cool blue. Do they all have that kind of burnished armor effect? Because that is quite nice. Okay. Anybody else have any weird? Yeah, these guys are. Alright. Oh, cool. The light part in the skin is a wash. It doesn't look so harsh in real life. The horns are done with washes only. Yeah, the horns look amazing. And what's nice about using washes only is it kept all that really fine detail in there. Alright. I like how Geronimo's eyes look so pale right now. What is that you're listening to? This is kind of a mix of somebody that does. They do kind of remasters of other like 80s or 90s songs. Sometimes they're like J-pop songs. Oops, that's wrong. So the name of this artist is Desired, and they do all these like cool like remasters of stuff. Get a little bit of like a carmine red or something. Just so we get a little bit of lips on these. It's relaxing. Yes, it is very relaxing. So relaxing I had to put real in the background because I was falling. I used to take the relaxing songs out of the mix here, and now they're like my favorite. They're just nice, I don't know. Very, very chill songs. Oh, I love this song is super relaxing too, and I love it. Love this song. It's good to have children. Is it just me or is YouTube chat slower than Twitch? It is. It took me 30 minutes an hour to find what I did. The blue on the cloak is P3's Meridius Blue. P3 has some amazing colors. My favorite P3 color is Rinflesh. I just love using Rinflesh on as my top level highlight for things like, you know, we'll call it damsel skin, really fair lady skin. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, a very thin layer of that red around Pearl's lips here. Just I don't want it to stand out, even though she is a saloon girl, so you know she could have some gaudier makeup on, but guess I can do a little bit on Candy too. You just do skin like a pro. Thank you, sir. I don't think so. I'm constantly looking for better ways to do skin.
You know, a relationship ain't nothing without communication. Ain't nothing wrong with, ain't nothing wrong with, ain't nothing wrong with you, no.
Sometimes I like this song. Other times I really can't stand this song. Okay. So we're just gonna do a little bit of cleanup. Oh, you have a bottle of the Rinflesh? That is great color. They have so many good colors. I also really like their bases, their Kato red base and Iron Hull Gray is just a really nice, like, all-rounder, versatile color. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of eyeshadow. And I'm going to do a little, like, more of a purple color. I have moments where I just say fuck it and don't do anymore. That's how all my paint jobs end. Actually, if I'm being honest with you guys, that's how all my paint jobs end too. I just go, my motto is paint until you're like done. You just say, okay, I'm happy with how that looks as a function of the amount of time I spent on it, right? And you say, okay, and that's it. That's, you know, I'm gonna be happy with that. All right, that is a nice color. Okay, so a little bit of purple here. And always mix it with, anytime you're gonna put makeup or anything on these minis, I always mix it with a heavy skin tone. Like almost 50%. Because you don't want it to scream at you. You just want to be able to see the color. Right? You're not painting a clown. Unless of course you're painting a clown. Then ignore everything I just said. I guess Josie was hanging out at the same store, so she's also going to have that. I want to get to dizzy level, but my body goes no more. Well, don't we all? She's just so good and meticulous with her work. And it's funny thing too is like she's working on her speed now, which is great, right? Because she does incredible work, and you know, like we used to talk about. Commission painting a lot, and I told her, well, you know, commission, not just me, but a lot of people have told her that, like, commission painting is you really do need to learn the speed techniques to be an effective commission painter. Like, you're gonna want to make yourself faster at what you do. So once she gets that, man, it's gonna be incredible. And then local, you guys, we're gonna have some really good options for commission work. Because I'm sure that's gonna be one of the things she does, you know, when she comes out here. She's gonna want to pick up some commissions. Starting to like that skin now. There we go. Yeah, it took 30 minutes or an hour to find. Okay, still reading the old Twitch comment there. How is things doing on Twitch? Are we still... Yeah, we don't really have viewers on Twitch. We'll leave it on for a little bit more. See what happens. Sometimes Twitch people show up and they... As long as the quality of the stream isn't too bad, I can leave Twitch on. Getting quite the color that I want there. Because I don't have the right... I want my heavy warm gray color, and I cannot find it. I will find it. I will find it. Are we just in some like really bad corner of... Okay. Come on. Wow, that's a very retro sounding song. Let's listen to that. There it is. Okay. Check beside my browning. Okay, so now we're gonna make another glaze out of heavy warm gray. This is gonna be the highlight for the skin. It's kind of a weird color to finish with, but you gotta trust me on this. It's actually a nice color. Alright. There we go. So this will do the job of kind of calming down, you know, skin that's a little too yellow, this will calm it down. Again, the key here is mix it with a little bit of glaze to really thin it out. And just focus on getting thin, smooth coats down. Blackjack Mulligan. You need to get back on your chibi pile. Apparently we have a love situation. Okay. What kind of brushes do I use? I use good old Winsor Newton Series 7 brushes. And I'm a big fan of them. I do want to try some Raphael 8404s, but and I may do that because Winsor Newton Series 7 are getting harder to find on Amazon. And so if that's going to be the case, if we're going to have an issue keeping those around, you know, I think I was looking for some of these recently, and you can still get them on Amazon, but you have to buy them as part of a 4-pack kit that comes with a 0, 1, 2, and a 3, or 0, 1, 2, which is actually a really nice set. But sometimes you just want the one brush, right? Like the one that I replace the most is typically the 1, because the 1 is the one that is kind of the most versatile of all the sizes. So it gets a lot of miles with me. Yeah, I really love the Winsor Newton stuff. Can you feel it? My local art store carries them in sets and singles. Nice. My local art store carries Series 7, but they don't carry the small sizes like this, which is dumb. I'm like, I tell the people that work there, I'm like, you guys could make a fortune. You know how many like they used to be right across the street from the GW bunker in Westminster, and I'm like, people would be, I for one would love to just be able to walk across the street instead of paying for a $25 Citadel brush, which is synthetic and bad. I'd love to be able to just walk across the street and pay, you know, $20 for a Series 7 that I know is a quality brush. she says that, I always think, forget to prime the expensive. You can find, yeah, you know what? There was a time when these were on Amazon. Like, you can get a size 0 on Amazon for around, I think, like $17, which is pretty damn good. But you used to be able to get like a number 1 or a 0 for like $13 on Amazon. That was crazy. So I bought a bunch of them back at that time. But if you think about it, they still go for, let's say they go for $20 a brush. The GW brushes also run that amount, and they're a significantly inferior brush. Like, I would still buy, you know, if I was trapped in my LGS and I had to buy a brush in that store to paint with, I still would not buy the GW brush. I would buy I'd buy the $13 Reaper size 1, and even their like size 10-0 for detail. I would buy that over the GW brush. I just have such contempt for a synthetic brush that they're gonna charge $20. That's crazy. Like, you can get Taclon brushes for cheap. And they're like, oh yeah, this is the GW fine detail. It's terrible. Your brush sucks, dude. It makes me die a little inside. Like, you know, the people at my LGS, they'll if somebody comes in and they ask about brushes or paints or whatever, or equipment, you know, what should they be buying? A lot of times they'll tag one of us. They'll usually tag me and say, hey, you're the guy that does the paint day. You know, what do you recommend? And they're standing there in front of the Citadel brush thing, and I just take them by the shoulder. I'm like, come here. And I turn them away, and I'm like, okay, what you just did, don't do that anymore. And I turn them, and and we look at, Reaper brushes, we look at Army Painter. I'm like, you know, if you want a really good brush, go onto Amazon, get yourself a Winsor Newton. But you know, if you're just learning, the Reaper brushes and the Army Painter brushes are fantastic too. Yeah, go to Michael's, you can get yourself Golden Taclon. This is like $4 brushes. If you're gonna go synthetic, you can get cheap brushes like that. But if you're gonna go, you know, Kolinsky, get yourself a Kolinsky. Get yourself a, you know, the lowest quality Kolinsky that you can find is going to be Reaper. But a low quality Kolinsky, in my opinion, and this is personal preference, I should warn, is still often better, in my opinion, than like a top of the end Golden Taclon. I put one of my favorite minis I painted last year on your Facebook. Oh, let's see. Oh, the same one he painted? Okay, cool. Let's have a look. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, good job on the green. The basing is cool too. Yeah, I mean, this looks great. If I do have a critique on this, I would say the club itself could probably use a little more definition. You know, maybe a little bit of a dry brush or an overbrush on that, just to bring that out a little bit more. But otherwise, again, I'm not the critique guy, but if I have to critique it, that's what I'm going to say. But this is really good stuff. I still have to put up Cameron's detective, and still, Congo, you never sent me yours. I want to put them up and just say, here's some, some stuff that we did. Yeah, again, I try not to be, I don't want to be critical, but if we're saying, okay, let's critique it, I'll say, yeah, that's the only thing I might look at. but overall, I think they're fantastic. Okay. Anything else I gotta do on skin? We're getting pretty happy with the skin here. Are we happy again, Candy? Candy's happy again. Let's get a little... Yeah, the green does look real good. Reaper brushes and GW brushes are the same prices on Amazon. Really? It's interesting. I know in RLGS, the Reaper brush, the Reaper Sable brushes and Kolinsky brushes are, I want to say they're like $15, $16. And like a GW brush is like $20 to $24. Like, I remember someone bought one of those in front of me once, and I nearly I died inside. Like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. And it was like a paint day, right? And I was like, yeah, don't do that. And they did it anyway. They like went ahead and bought it anyway, right? And then they started painting with it, and sure enough, later that day, tips started to curl. And I'm like, see, the synthetic brushes do that. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you bought a $300 synthetic brush. They will all eventually do that. So please, like, save your money, get yourself something nice. Alright. Dude. So now you can see, without having to do a whole lot, once you get the skin done and the eyes done, and you've done some color blocking, these look fantastic. This one needs a bit more work. She needs that heavy warm gray. You tear me apart, Lisa. I have a set of RGD gaming brushes, but I use a lot of gold tackle on there. So yeah, don't get me wrong. I used to be a synthetic brush guy. Like that's all I did with synthetic brushes, and I'd throw them out as soon as they started to curl. Or some people, like if you're super cheap, you just get used to painting with that little curl on the tip. I've seen people who can dot eyes like that with the curl. And they actually, like, they're so used to it that if you give them a straight tipped brush, they're like, what am I supposed to do with that? Here's an interesting, if we're talking about that, the painting clinic. Tony, who is basically my idol, my painting idol, he uses synthetic brushes. And he told me that once, and I fell to the floor, like I couldn't believe it. That he's like, yeah, he uses synthetic brushes. He prefers the rigidity of the synthetic brush over the because these natural bristle brushes are a little bit more floppy. And he said, yeah, he just didn't like how floppy they were. So he obviously knows what the hell he's doing. I mean, he's freaking ridiculously good painter. And yeah, he just prefers to use synthetic brushes. So hey, to each his own, right? You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Just paint the back of this. Now it's just a question of, I'm gonna start to specialize and start getting some of these guys done. Like done. And it's very simple. Once you do the hard parts, it's very simple. Cause you're tearing me apart, Lisa. Why does this fool have a diamond? Why doesn't he have the ace of spades? Dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap. It's like, I was holding a diamond the whole time. Tearing me apart, Rail Raiders. Paint a little A. There we go. You're tearing me apart, Rail Raiders. So I wanted this dude to have black hair. So let's do that. Just put 3 more picks on my page. I use synthetic because I beat up my brushes. For real, man, and I totally hear that. I used to really trash my brushes. In fact, I still do kind of trash my brushes a bit, but once you get used to like how a Winsor Newton holds a point, like this is a 1 brush and I just painted that A. Let me just point that out. I don't even know if you can see that on camera, but I painted that A with a 1 brush. That's how good the tip are on these. Do I even English right now? I don't know. Do I even English? Where the hell is Jose? You here, Jose? We gotta talk, Jose. I understand why he's not here, though. Jose still facing a string of bad luck over in the PI. Yeah, sure. My name's Huckleberry, sure. There we go. Your English is tearing me apart, Octave. What a story, Mark. You sound like you're the expert, Mark. Yeah. Apparently, Jose's come down with a little bit of a bug while he was over there. While he's over there right now, so I'm not sure what he's gonna be able to do and not do as far as running around town and getting into trouble. See, I can't really get into too much trouble, right? I'm an older guy, I'm a married guy, got kids to come home to, right? I don't want to do anything stupid while I'm over there. I do, however, want to watch somebody else do something stupid, or help them, if possible. And when I say something stupid, I don't mean anything stupid for a single man. I'm just saying something stupid for like a married man. right? And so I need to live vicariously a little bit through Jose. Sounds like he already got into trouble without you. Once I tried the Winsor Newton brush, I found my painting improve a lot just by changing brush. Yeah, you suddenly feel like you're good all of a sudden. Like, I'm a good painter. You're like, I have the power. Well, He-Man reference there. I was messing around with my wife this morning because she's like, okay, you're not gonna sleep with any Filipino women while you're over there, right? You're not gonna sleep with any. I'm like, no, of course not. You're not gonna sleep with any Filipino men that are trying to pretend they're Filipino women while you're over there, right? No, I wouldn't do that. You're not gonna sleep with any Filipino men that are trying to make you sleep with Filipino men, are you? No, I'm not. And you know, and so I thought that was the end of the conversation. And she goes, and you're not gonna sleep with any Australian women while you're over there, are you? I'm like, ah, shit. Just kidding. He's a joke. All right. Jeez, it's a long list. Well, she's making sure, you know, you got to cover all the bases.
I have a dance to go to at school. It's a very important dance. We're being graded on it for gym.
Wait a minute. I have a wonderful idea.
All right. Bad Luck and Jose should just tie the knot and hit the chapel because all the stories I hear in the street, for real, man. That's why I was like ready to do some drinking tonight because it's like Jose's probably gonna pop on, man. Let's get a little white down. Yeah, we're cooking here. We're doing pretty well. We're gonna probably be able to finish most, if not all, of these right here, because skin's done, the eyes are done, major blocking is done. We're just doing some highlight stuff now. Jose got such bad luck dumped him. Dang. Poor guy. I just don't want to catch pneumonia over there. Is that, am I being mean? Like if he shows up, he's like, hey dude, you want to play some guild balls? Like, and I see that he's like gagging and sneezing and choking. Be bad if I'm like, I didn't bring my stuff actually. Does that make me a bad friend? Am I a bad person?
Is it good enough for you?
No. Is it good enough for you? Almost.
Let's see. Trying to figure out. Okay, Josie's outfit's kind of weird. This white's a little too bright. Might have to go with a more interim color. No, it's okay. I'll just really thin it. Uh-oh. I'm gonna turn the YouTube chat thing off here. It just keeps bugging. I'll just leave that. Because I can still read it up on the screen. Jose's luck has infected chat again. Thank you, sir. It's understandable. Not really. I've been sick and I hid away from the world. Yikes. Yeah, you've been out for a while. A lot of people have, actually. I had some guys at work missed the entire last week because they were sick. Maybe I should have not made Josie's outfit white. It still looks good, but should have gone Panther print. That would have been kind of cool, actually. just don't have the patience to do that. Alright. Let's get these ladies done. Alright. Hope you guys are doing alright. We're just knocking out some of these Rail Raiders minis. Because of course it has a little bit of a white outline to it. So that's cool. Alright, and that. This little frill kind of going around this way. So just a little bit of armor wash because I just want to keep the effect on the hat, but I want a little more depth in it. Right. Night, Congo. Alright guys, so now I guess what I'm gonna do, since it's past 11 and my Twitch viewers are next to nothing right now, I think we're gonna conclude the Twitch side of this, and I'm gonna continue painting for the YouTube audience. Alright, so just give me a minute here. I'm gonna close out the Twitch stuff. Alright. So with that, we're going to draw the Twitch side to a close. I want to thank you guys for watching on Twitch, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. If you're watching on YouTube, hang on, just hang tight. We're going to continue on this side. Alright. I'm still here. Thanks for still being here. Yeah, Twitch is hit or miss. Sometimes I'll get a lot of viewers on Twitch. Sometimes I'll get like next to none. Like tonight, I think the only people watching on Twitch were, the only people uniquely watching on Twitch was Darth Torlin. But nobody else hopped on. Oh wait, Chef Rex was on, right? Yeah, we had a couple people on. This is a great little chippy mini. Okay. Let's do some highlights on the yellow. Let's see. And I want to have a fairly strong yellow here, so let's go. I need like a deep yellow. And what better color than actual deep yellow? I could go deep yellow. Hold on. I can go deep yellow, or I could go yellow ochre. Well, deep yellow is probably better. I'm going to use golden yellow as the highlight, actually. Golden yellow is a great suggestion. If this ends up being, yeah, it's a little too cartoony. Okay, you're right, Dave. Let's go with golden yellow. You are right, sir. Yeah, deep yellow is a little more intense than I wanted. So let me go find find my golden yellow. There it is. Golden yellow. You know what, just to be diplomatic, I'm gonna it's kinda like painting with a friend. That's what I actually like about doing this, is that you're not just painting alone. Even if I am really kind of sitting in this room, sort of just talking to the ether, I'm not, we're all here hanging out. It's my favorite thing. Yeah. That's not quite doing what I wanted to. But a lot of that has to do with just the weirdness of the plastic right there. If you can connect when your table is not too drunk. Tablet, I'm assuming. I'm gonna turn off the Twitch chat too, because we're not on Twitch anymore. So now we can just look at the model. We do need to do another paint hangout. Those are always fun to do. That is one of the major advantages over here on YouTube as opposed to Twitch. I keep wanting to do more and more Twitch content though. It's just kind of, some of these areas are just kind of bouncing the yellow off, which is okay. I mean, you're gonna be a little bit patient. I'm gonna come back and hit them again. Let the yellow dry for a second, and then come back and hit it with another coat. It should be fine. She's becoming more of a platinum blonde. Because of the golden yellow. Yeah, maybe next time you can connect. I told you yellow is evil. Nah, we got this. It's just that sometimes on these chibi minis, and especially if you're painting with a really watered down paint like what I am right now, you'll have issues like that where it's like wanting to bounce off. Pretty cool. And if I have issues, you know, I can wash with Seraphim Sepia, or I can wash with I could wash with yellow ink. Okay, they're looking pretty good. Let's get a scarlet color to highlight the red. This is a nice scarlet color. I'm just using this to highlight the red. You don't want to over highlight with this because you want most of that red to show up, so I'm going to be somewhat specific regarding where I actually put the highlight color. Especially on the feathers. Geronimo has a lot of this red. Hi, must be nice to your pledge already? What? Maelstrom, have you ever checked the 3 picks? Okay. Hi, must be nice to your pledge already. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Spaz, but welcome to the feed. Whoa. Oops, to have your pledge already. Got it. This actually isn't, I didn't back the Kickstarter. I won this from donating to someone's Extra Life campaign, and this was one of their raffle prizes, and I won it. So I'm painting it. I actually did not back the Kickstarter here. Move. Let me check it out. I don't know if you guys can see. I think you can, right? You just post. Oh, I don't know. Let me know if you can't see it. I'll have to. I think I have to repost it or something. I'm not really sure how that works. All right. Okay. Okay. What else? Oh, I gotta do Cactus Zach. Oh, you can see him. Okay. Cool. I'll take a little break here and have a look. I really do appreciate you guys sharing pics to the page. Did I do Cactus Zack correctly? Kinda has like a blue eye. Me. I'm going with black. More piratey that way. Okay. Any other like major things that I'm missing? Okay. So now, let's make ourselves an umber wash, shall we? So we're gonna take some glazed medium. About 10 drops of that. And we're going to take about 3 drops of this sepia ink. I just put up my Pride avatar I entered into contest in Origins. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do 1 drop of black ink. And this is going to make a nice little umber type wash for us. So let me get this down because this is going to cover a lot of the minis, and then I will go and look at what you guys have been posting on my page. Now with these wide brim hats, you run a risk of having your ink or your wash or your glaze get stuck and pool in there. And that's a legitimate concern. If you were talking like a straight up wash, you've already probably would have left a ring stain there. Oh, what colors used for Asian skin? Must be on drugs. I use I'll show you. You can use bronze flesh. I really like suntan skin. I'll show you. Usually base with like a rosy skin color, or even you can go all the way down to a hull red, or like this rust, or sorry, that's the wrong color. Like this sienna color is pretty close to hull red. So you start down there, and you start to work your way towards heavy skin tone or rosy skin or sunburned skin, or sorry, sunny skin tone. And it looks fantastic. The other option, the other way you can do it is you start off with that red and then you work your way towards tanned highlight, and then you finish with the sepia wash. Just an alternate way of doing it. It just depends on, you know, what colors you have on you, and then it also kind of depends on what specific sort of Asian skin tone you're going for. Alright. I'm gonna do a Seraphim Sepia wash on her hair. It's just a little too chalky with the golden yellow, so. So this will bring a bunch of the kind of depth back to the blonde. So this is a standard wash, so you gotta be a little more careful. You don't just leave rings of this somewhere. Maybe we can find somebody to try out Rail Raiders with me tomorrow. Oh nice, you just posted your Pride avatar. Let's have a look. Wow, there's a lot more pictures that just came in. Some more work in progress of Massive Darkness. Ooh, I like that. Serpent Lady. Ooh, a little fire food creature. Oh, very cool, guys. Very cool. Ooh. See, there's an issue right just had right there. Let's get more of this down. I hit the Geronimo's gun with the... And then there's...
It don't stop. It don't stop. Watch the hit.
Okay. It's obviously a lot on this particular model. Over the yellow, I'm gonna put bright gold on. Okay. The fire puppy. Yeah, a little TLC for the fire puppy. Maybe bring out that the fire effects a little bit more. I don't disagree with that. Pretty cool looking. The bright gold is going on the snake lady. Nice. So Dave, once you're done, do you have a group to play it with? Are you already like lining that up? That's like my hardest thing. So I finish these and I go, okay, who wants to play? I can have a hard time finding people. I did the puppy just after you broke your toe. Oh. Well, it bears special significance then. It's part of the struggle, right? I once painted a miniature with a broken toe. Then knowing miniature gamers, you have to clarify it. Like, no. I had the broken toe, not the miniature. Okay. So now we do the bases, which are very easy. Special fire puppy. Oh, okay. So you have the game, you have the team going, and you already have. That's cool. Yeah. All right. So now the final thing is just to go Drakenhof Nightshade. Well, it's not the final thing, but it's one of the last things you do here. And run that over the steel plate. And all this is really doing is it's just going to match the steel plate to the game board. And it dries to kind of a cool finish. Right? Because you get all the detail of the steel plate that you stamped. Where do you live? Oh, okay. Ohio and Ontario. I have only been to Ohio once, and I've never been to Ontario. Not too far, but far enough. Alright. Let's give those a minute to dry up. You tried Octave, but your work messed that up. Oh yeah, it's in Ontario, that's right. Yeah, I did try to get out there. But yeah. You can blame somebody, some Wall Street guy that was looking at our financials and told us to tighten up the belts a little bit. Like, oh, we're gonna reduce our travel in the fourth quarter. Okay, 1 second guys, quick break, and let me leave some, be gone for all of 30 seconds here, while we let some of that stuff dry. You guys bitching about Wall Street stuff? Alright. Almost there, guys. Let's pour ourselves another one of these. I guess we're drinking to Jose's health. Come on, Jose. Rally, man. We gotta have some fun while we're over there. Kampai, everyone. Ooh, that's nice. My wife and I were talking about the drinks that we like, and you know, and I told her, you know, we both agree we hate tequila. My wife and I hate tequila. And I told her the reason why I hate tequila is because it tastes like Axe body spray. But, you know, tequila and sake are almost polar opposites. You know what I mean? If you've had, like, good sake, tastes like nothing. Good sake is so subtle, and it's just got these really, really mild flavors to it, and you can barely taste it. It barely tastes like you're drinking anything. It's really wonderful, really refreshing. This is why I love this one so much. On the other hand, good tequila has like 12, 15 different flavors in it, and it's all in your face, and it's screaming at you, and it's just too much, man. It's just too much. It's the opposite, like I said. Like, this is like, that's why sake is like wonderful. It's like if you have a, I guess if you were to compare the drinks to perfume, you know, then tequila is like Axe body spray, and sake would be more like I don't know, just really, really mild perfume that lets your... There was talk about paint hangout, and since my group crapped out on me for tomorrow, if you want, we could do that. Tequila makes me angry, and I'm not an angry drunk. Like, you know, Mark, like, you hung out, you've been with me drunk many times. I'm usually pretty damn happy drunk. Yeah, tequila makes me angry. Alright. So the only thing that's left is to paint the black. Ugh. And I gotta remove them because they don't have those. They don't have like the stand-up lips the way like a lot of the other games that I paint do. Gotta go. See ya, Blade Wolf. I can be an angry drunk. Have I been an angry drunk around you? I hope not. If I have, sorry, man. Try not to be angry when I'm drunk. Tequila doesn't taste like Axe bodies. It does to me. It's just in your, it's like all up in your mouth and everywhere. It's just way too much going on, and it's really loud for lack of a better descriptor there, but it's just so, I don't know. I guess the proper term would be bold. Mix it with blackberry meat. That sounds like a thing. It wasn't at me, but you did go on an angry drunk rant once, and it was kind of amazing. When was this? Tell me about this. That's funny. I typically rant sober, not drunk. Kingdom Con when we went to the bar to get food. So this was last year? What was I ranting about? Was I mad at somebody? This is news to me. See, I was kinda drunk. Wait. You ranted about a mutual friend, and I think how he asked to sleep in your room. That does sound like something I would rant about. Look, so, in case you didn't know, yeah, like, I like to go to conventions, whatever, and I love to hang out with people, right? But me personally, I don't room with people. That's, like, one of the things I don't do, is, like, when I'm at these things, I need to have my own space. I need to be able to crash where and when I need to, and I don't need to deal with another person stuff and snoring, which would be my snoring. Like, I don't do well with with others in my room. So when I go to conventions, a PhD. This is funny. All right. Yeah. I used to share rooms with people, and to be honest, I haven't had like horrible experiences. I really haven't. But even like somewhat okay experiences, I would prefer to just be by myself. Like I want to go out and enjoy my friends and run around and play the games and do all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the night, when I just want to crash, like I just want to, strip down to my underwear and like fall on a bed and not wake up, I need to be by myself for that. I need to have my own shit, because I'm an older guy. Like, I don't know. It's like one of the few indulgences I really stick to is if I'm gonna go to these cons and hang out with my friends and all that stuff, I really need my own space. And I know it saves you a lot of money staying with other people, and I recommend doing that if you can. But me personally, I gotta just keep my own space. It's the only way it works. Yeah. What was that? Me and Phil talked about that once. It's like, because he understands. We talked about it, and I'm like, yeah, it's fun hanging out with everybody, like running around with you guys at cons, but I don't room up with nobody anymore. A lot of people ask me that too. It's like, hey, did you get a room for Kingdom Con? Speaking of which, I gotta get a room for Kingdom Con. And I'm usually like, yeah, I got a room. Will you can I crash there? Can I split the room with you? No, I don't do that. Alright. Does that make me a dick? I don't know. Do you go to Origins? I've never gone to Origins. I would love to do all the gaming conventions, and I used to go to a lot of gaming conventions, but since kids, I've really cut back quite a bit. So I usually, like this year, I'm going to Kingdom Con because I fucking love Kingdom Con, but I don't know if I'm not gonna do Gen Con, Adepticon, or if we're lucky, I might go to a Strategicon, but I don't know. Usually room with people who would just leave for a bit when I ask, so I don't really have the downtime issue, but I do. Yeah, I don't know, it's just a weird thing. Like, I need my own space. I don't know. For me, it's kind of part of the con experience is just kind of being on your own and getting up and enjoying the early part of the day, or going to bed late, enjoying the late night by yourself, that kind of thing. Like, I wouldn't even share the room with a hooker or nothing. I don't do that, but you know what I mean? I wouldn't do that. Hey, what's up, Cheddar Monkey? You don't want people listening to you and your wife on Skype. Yeah, that's true, but I mean, if you want to, like, if I need to do something like that, I can get the privacy for that. It's not a big deal. I used to get, like, back in the day, I would get a room with Jake, and we would just be completely shithoused, and we would talk all kinds of shit and fall asleep, and then like the next day we wouldn't know what the hell we talked about. Sometimes Jake remembers. I'm horrible at remembering what happens when I'm drunk. I do not. I lose time. I lose, like, people, like Mark has to tell me what the hell happened each year at Kingdom Con. Mark, and like I have to piece piece, my evening together between what Mark tells me, what Jose tells me, what Jake tells me, like what the guys that I'm running around with. They're like, oh, you were doing this and this and this at the con, and I have to take their word for it. I don't have, you know what I mean? And I do. I trust them. Luckily, I do have like friends and people I can trust that will tell me when I've done something weird or shitty or whatever when I'm drunk. Like Jose can't stop reminding me that I won't give him sake when I'm drunk. And I give everybody sake when I'm drunk. Hey, what's up? Dread, welcome to the feed, man. And I'm not even a reliable source because I'm usually... Yeah, we're usually all drunk, but you at least have some recollection of what I did the night before. Like last year, I was talking to the pirate couple. I didn't realize like 3 or 4 hours had gone by of talking to pirates. I didn't know that was... But I guess I could have pieced it together just by what games were going on around me, because we had finished. There was a game of Relic Knights that finished. There were 2 games. There was a game of Scythe. There were 2 games of Room 25. Those all finished in the time I was talking to the pirates. So I don't know what the hell. Octave, you need to hire a personal camera person to pull. I don't want footage of me drunk. It's probably not gonna be good. There's actually, they took some footage of me drunk the night before I got married, and I was hanging out with some friends and just talking trash. Like, we got really shithoused, and I was just talking trash, and they recorded that whole conversation and played it back to my wife. Like, every excruciating minute of that, they played it back to her. And I had divulged way too much about our relationship than I should have. Not bad, like nothing bad, but like, say, private, right? Shared some private shit about our relationship. Which is, I'm glad she has a good sense of humor, because I think a lot of other women would have been not so okay with what I shared. But anyway, yeah, man, I get drinking and I don't remember what the hell I do. I was last Kingdom Con, I was mad that somebody ate my spam, and then Jake told me, "No, man, you were passing spam out. You were trying to save people." I was like, "Oh, so I fucked myself out of spam. Gotcha." Oh, man. When you just left your beta game of Arcade 2.0. Oh. I was like, what the hell? I don't even know who the hell... How many people were playing that game of Arcade? There were like 2 or 3 people playing that, right? Yeah, you gave that shit away again. I guess I was trying to be a good guy. I don't know. But yeah, when I'm drunk, man, I have no idea. Like, I lose time. I don't know what the hell happens. I don't know. I have these, and I have like long ass conversations with people, with strangers, usually with people I don't fucking know. They just become my best, like, I just make friends with people, and either that or they just they like, sometimes people just seek me out or something. I don't know. They're like, oh, look, there's a drunk guy. I'm just gonna go hang out with that drunk guy for the rest of the night. That's happened to me many times. People are like, hey, Octave's drunk, let's go hang out with that guy. It was you and one other, and then Garrett stepped in. Yeah, I think I started like 5 different games, and then left all of them. I didn't finish a single game. I like put other people in charge of that game. I'm like, Jose, you're gonna play my scythe game, and you know, Gareth, you could play my arcade game, and I had a couple other people play the Room 25 game that I started. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, I am a magnet for other drunk people. I mean, what the hell? It's like, oh, that guy's great. You know, that guy's more drunk than we are. We'll go hang out with that guy. Oh man, I have to seal these guys in the morning, but they're just letting them dry right now. Super fun though. Super fun paint. It's nice to have. I'm gonna have a mostly clear painting table. Yeah. So Kingdom Con this year. Phil told me he's out. He's gonna be in Korea. That's a bummer, man, because I always love hanging out with Phil during Kingdom Con. But I don't know. I just get drunk with a bunch of randoms. You know how it is. Play Painted people can sense you're a good person. I knew right away my first time watching your vids with you and Diz playing SDE. Oh yeah, we gotta play another game of that. That was fun. Man, that was when she and I were we were working on this, like, you know, gaming format. It's like, let's stream some board games. So we were trying out a bunch of different games, and SDE is actually a really fun game to play like that because of the format, you know. I'll find a way to go. Oh, board games. It's in San Diego. It's in San Diego, like third week of April, I want to say. And it's a local convention. You know, it's not a big convention. It's not an Origins or a Gen Con or anything like that. But let me just tell you something. It's a super fun con. It's like the biggest garage party. If you've ever played, you know, your board games and your miniature games in a garage where you're out drinking, like, imagine that, but like 2,000 people doing that. That's what we're talking about. The Drunk Quest World Championship is there. You know, I think last year they had like 120 people for Drunk Quest. And it really is like a casual party atmosphere. So, people are just passing out drinks, and that's just kind of how it is. During the day, I tend to stay sober, and then I'll usually pick a night, Friday night or Saturday night, and then I go big. Like, I'll get a couple of 2 or 3 bottles of sake, and we'll just start passing those around. I'm typically running a game at the time. It looks like if this is a decent game, I'll actually run demos of this game at Kingdom Con. I gotta find that out pretty soon here, because then I can put it on the schedule, and I'll run games of this and pass out drinks while we're playing this. Because we can't do relic nights. Boo! But yeah. You go to sleep after drinking, and then you wake up within an hour or two, someone offers you a beer. It's true. Yeah, it's a super fun convention. It's the most fun I have on, as far as, you know, the convention scene. We can do Batman. I think Donovan, the sidekick, is probably gonna do some Batman there. But I can, you know, we can hook up with him and say, hey, you know, we can run some demos or something of Batman if you want. Andrew's gonna do Wrath of Kings. I'm gonna do Ninja Division stuff at least for a day, and then I'm also gonna support Guild Ball. without giving away too much, there's going to be a very big Guild Ball tournament at Kingdom Con. Okay, very big Guild Ball tournament. So, if you're familiar with Guild Ball, you've played in the organized play circuit. There's some major tournaments that happen, and I'm just, without telling you anything, like it's likely that we'll see something very big at Kingdom Con this year for Guild Ball. Very likely. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely fun. I know what you're talking about, and that's why I'm not going to participate. Yeah, but there's going to be more casual stuff too. So I will probably have. I won't be like a head TO. I kind of told them like I'm going to be running a bunch of other stuff so I can support, but I probably won't be. I'm not going to be the guy. And I was the guy a couple of years ago for Guild Ball. So I did my part. I got us to where we're at. Or no, I didn't actually. But I kicked it off. How about that? But yeah. The dude. But yeah, I love doing... I actually really like doing Ninja Division stuff at Kingdom Con because it is so casual. You know what I mean? And John Kadici's, he usually shows up, and a few of the ninjas show up. Not last year, but the year before. Deke showed up, Chris showed up. So a lot of the main ninja guys were there, and I got to hang out with them for a bit. That was super fun. So I always like to do ninja stuff, like every year at Kingdom Con. And what's her name? I think Sally's gonna help with some ninja stuff, and I'm not sure who else is on board there. But yeah, that's my plan for Kingdom Con. I'm gonna do maybe this game. We'll see. If not this game, I'll do Way of the Fighter. I'll do. Yeah, I don't want to do Ninja All Stars. I don't know. We'll see. There's so many games I can pick. Like, oh, I'll just do that or that. And it's not a big deal. And they're like one-offs, so I can do smaller games. And I don't have to do any RK. Sally will probably do RK. I can help her with a couple of mats or something. But anyway, it is now 12:30 at night. What? I'll have one more. Let's have one more. And I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys the chibi. So that's the kid. Still a little emo. Still has the dark rings around his eyes. I don't know. And I do like this Geronimo. I think he's cool. I'll show up and get really drunk again, as usual. Hold on. Let's have one more, real quick. I hope somebody's drinking with me. I don't know. Congo passed out. I don't know if anybody else is drinking with me. But I'll have one more. Alright. It's fitting. The song is Sayonara. We're just drinking this and signing off here. 3:30 a.m. Woo. Yeah, it's late. And then you got Josie. I like her expression, kind of blowing the smoke off of her 6-shooter there. You got Cactus Zack. I love the angle with him running. And then you got Huckleberry. He's fun. I think his eyes could be a little bit better. I may have to go back and fix those. And then you got Pearl. She may be my favorite in the whole thing. Love that sculpt. That's fantastic. And then from the other day, Candy, which we fixed up. So, alright guys. Oh, thanks for having a sip with me, Mark. Alright guys, so with that, we're going to call the stream to a close. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow night. So if I don't stream tomorrow night, hope you guys have a good week. I will be in touch soon. I'll let you know. I'll just post on my Facebook or Instagram or something. You guys know where to find me if you need me. But I'll let you know how things are going with my little trip and all that. Alright? So with that, have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.